In this video, I'm going to share with you how it is that you can build a really powerful dividend stock screener that works on Excel and Google Sheets and that you can customize any way that you want so you can find better dividend investment opportunities faster. To build a stock screener, the first thing that you need is a stock list. And this is where you're going to list your stocks right here. And then across on this side, you're going to have the list of metrics that you want to analyze and filter the stocks based on your criteria. For this, the hard method is to go on a website like this and go ahead and just like copy paste the companies that you're interested in right on your Excel spreadsheet. However, as you can imagine, this absolutely takes forever. And not only do you need to copy the companies, but also the metrics. So if I do this, now I have the company, I have the dividend yield. And the issue is that once you have a list of companies like this, not only do you need to continue to update the information because the dividend yield, for example, changes all the time based on the price, but it just takes way too long. So in this video, I'm going to show you a method that's way faster and a lot more efficient. So for that, what you're going to need is this add-on called Wisesheets. This is an add-on that works on Excel and Google Sheets. So whichever platform you're in, it'll work exactly the same way. And the first thing that we want to do is to get the stock list that meet our criteria, or at least some of the criteria that we're interested in screening for. So for that, you're going to click on the screener right here, and this is going to give you a list of metrics that you can filter by. And if you can click right here, you're going to see all of the different metrics that you can use to be able to screen for your particular list of companies. So for example, in this case, let's say that we're interested in companies with a dividend yield. So we're going to use that metric, dividend yield, and then we're going to type dividend and see what other metrics we have here. So we have dividend per share, dividend yield percentage, dividend yield TTM. So that's good. Let me see if there's any other metrics right here that would be valuable for our analysis. P/E ratio we can definitely do. Let's say that we want the payout ratio as well. And let's say that we're also interested in return on equity. So now we have all these different metrics we're interested in. We can get rid of some of the default ones. So for example, let's say we don't care about market cap, we don't care about sector, industry, exchange. We can just remove all these different categories. What we're looking for is companies that are actively trading with a P/E ratio. Let's say we could do in between. So let's say in between 5 to 30. Let's say this is our criteria. The ROIC, we want it to be greater than 0.10. Current ratio, greater than 2. Dividend yield, we could do between 0.5 or 0.1, and then let's say the max is 0.7. The payout ratio, let's say we want to remove this, and then because we already have the ROIC, we could also remove this as well. And then all we need to do is click on get data, and what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to get a list of companies that meets all of these different criteria that we selected, and this is worldwide. So of course you can filter this by different markets, exchanges, etc. But in this case, we're getting it for the whole universe of stocks that Wisesheets covers, which includes over, like I believe now we're at like 90,000 securities across the globe. So quite a lot. And as you can see, we got a long list of stocks that meet our specific criteria. So now we can go ahead and use this information and even extend the criteria so that we can find those valuable dividend investment opportunities. Okay, so now that we have the data here, there's really two things that we can go ahead and start doing. The first thing that we could do is to go ahead and start filtering based on this criteria and this information. So everything, as you can see, has filters. So in this case, for example, let's say that we didn't want anything but energy companies. So we can just unselect this and automatically everything is going to filter out those different companies. We could do the same across all of the information that's provided right here. So we could even filter further for specific like P/E ratios, ROIC, current ratio, etc. We can also just apply very simple filters. So for example, let's say we want to see the companies with the highest dividend yield first, this information right here. And what we can also do is select this information. We can change the formatting, we can change the colors, we can change a whole bunch of different formatting things that just make the data more presentable and look better. So in this case, we change this to a percentage, which makes it it a lot easier to digest the information. We can go ahead and apply the same kind of calculations, filters, and everything to all the other criteria. But now what I want to show you is option number 2, which is expanding the criteria even further. So if you go to this page on the Wisesheets website, you're going to see all of the different data that's available and that you can use to add another column and create another filter on your particular dividend screener. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different information available for when it comes to dividends. You can see some of it right here. You can see there's some here, but more conveniently, you can just type in on the search for the data that you're looking for, and you're going to be able to see the data that's available. Now, let's say that we want to access another column that we perhaps don't have here. So let's say that we want to access the number of dividend payments per year that each of these companies is making. So this would be helpful to know if the companies pay like monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, etc. So let's say we call this dividend payments per year because that is the actual parameter that you need to use. We're going to expand this, and now using Wisesheets we can see that this comes from the Wise price function. So we're going to use this function right here. We're going to select the list of companies that we want to get the data for. So I could select up to 1,000 in one single go. So let's say I'm going to select 1,000. So let's say that we have this, and now I need to enter the parameter. The parameter we already have at the top here. Click enter, and as you can see, you're gonna get all of the data right here. So you can also take this into consideration when you do your dividend analysis. Now let's say that we also want to include the adjusted dividend. Let's say that we want to get the last adjusted dividend. So for that we type adjusted dividend, we expand this column right here, and now we're going to use the Wise function for this. Again, we can enter up to 1,000 tickers in one go. So we can just type from A2 all the way to A1998, let's just say. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the cell and we're going to enter this parameter right here. So this will be the adjusted dividend, and then it's gonna ask us for the period. For the period, we're gonna use LQ. Now don't worry, this does not mean that LQ is going to give us only for those companies that pay quarterly, but LQ in this case, it means the last dividend payment that was made. And this is why this column is going to become very helpful to tell us what we should expect to be the annual dividend of any one of this single particular company. So for example, in this case, first we need to fix this, and I'm going to remove this. I don't know why Excel is making me have that, but if I have this, there we go. Now I have the right parameter, and it's gonna be saying here that there's some kind of other mistake on the formula. So I just need to add a column here, and then here I did way too many companies. So I just wanted to show you what happens if you do that. But in this case, all we need to do is just add a few less companies. So I'm just going to do this as an example, and now we have the adjusted dividend for all these different companies. So with the two columns of information right here, then I could do expected, adjusted dividend, and this would be like on an annual basis. So I can go ahead and add this column right here, and then if I wanted to see what that would be like, it would just be this, the last dividend times the number of dividend payments per year. This would give me a pretty good estimate of what you should expect for these companies in terms of future dividend payments. So I can go ahead and do this for all these different companies right here, and now my stock screener here, or my stock list, is able to have a lot more data that you can then use to filter the information. So what I recommend that you do is like get the stock list, add the data, and then what you can do is on another sheet of the spreadsheet, what you can do is reference this information right here. So you can just reference this information, do it for all of the other columns. So as you can see, we have all of our columns right here, and then I'm just gonna keep going. So if I just keep dragging this down, you get like part or the entire stock list. And now we can go ahead and do the same for the other columns. If you just drag this right here and then double click here, you should be able to get all the information. I can go ahead on this column and select the data, click right here, and now we have the formatting applied. And then lastly, what you can do is apply the filters once again. So you can apply the filters right here, and now we go to the top. You can start to do the same filtering process right here, and you might be thinking, why am I doing this? guys, why don't I just use this information that I have right here? The reason why is because we're getting live data right here, and this comes from the functions. So it won't allow you to get the data. It won't allow you to filter. So if I click on filter, what you'll see is that right here, I can apply the filter, but it won't let me because there is a function that's obtaining data. So this is one of the limitations of Excel. But don't worry, what you can do is just simply use the sheet for filtering and this sheet to get the data that you need. And then after that, the beauty of all of this is you can just go ahead on the add-on right here, click on the refresh data button. So you can refresh all tabs, but in this case, I recommend just the current tab. And as you can see, the data just refreshed. So this is gonna ensure that you always have the latest data available. And if you want some of this data in this companies to be updated, then what you need to do is go ahead and apply the same filters, click on get data, and you're gonna be able to get the latest dividend yield and the latest list of companies that meets your specific criteria. So when you combine this way of getting that list of companies and narrowing down the whole universe of stocks into the specific criteria that you want, with the ability to add columns, calculations, and different filters, now you have a really powerful way to screen for dividend stocks that meet your specific criteria that you can track, invest in, etc., and hopefully make a killing. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.